We're exploring the northeastern part of the Golden Circle today, and right now, we're at Gullfoss. This is so cool. This is probably the biggest waterfall I've ever seen. So you can take this trail, goes right up to the edge of it. And this is great. I would have been happy with the observation deck way up at the top there, but being able to come along the whole thing and get right up on top of it, this is really, really cool. I know we're coming, I'm running, let's go. Baby's awake, so Issa's gonna take the baby down, go check out Gullfoss. Kai and I are gonna go upstairs and check it out from up above. I'll take the top boardwalk here. I'll go up to the viewpoint right there and look down into it. Alright, so obviously this viewpoint gives you a nice view up the river, looking down on the waterfall. Very cool, down on all the people standing there. And there's Mom walking up the hill. There's a restaurant, cafe, and shop. And free toilet. And yummy looking sandwiches, paninis, donuts and cakes and pies. Yum. Volcano chocolate and a waterfall chocolate. I'll go down these stairs, head back to the car, and that's it for Gullfoss. 15 minutes up the road, we're gonna hit the geysers.
We got this for Leo's room, Little Puffins Dancing.
Nice.
Puffin Dance. And then got this set, all by the same artist, of Skogafoss, Gullfoss, and Seljaland.
Seljalandfoss? That's only 10 minutes to the geyser. Awesome. By the way, you can see, download maps beforehand, you don't need the internet. See the geysers up there. Driving around the South Iceland coast, everything's like 30 minutes to an hour between each other. So it's really nice to have two major things to see just 10 minutes away. Really liked that. So we're here, we've got a trail that goes along this way, and there's geysers all along the way. And then Strokkur's here, and Geysir is there. Steamboat and Old Faithful are both in Yellowstone. So Steamboat erupts sometimes years between it. Old Faithful is every 90 minutes. Geysir here erupts after earthquakes, but Strokkur erupts every 8 to 10 minutes. So we'll definitely see Strokkur while we're here. We saw it twice when we were driving in. So that's Geysir. That one over there is Strokkur. Alright, so we're here at Strokkur. Should be erupting any minute now. That was so unexpected. It just exploded without any warning. Like Old Faithful starts to go a little bit and a little bit and then go. This is just like pop. So we're gonna come up on the left side here. Yeah, that's crazy. You've got like a half-second warning where there's a little bubble underneath. Oh, there goes another one. Just in case you're tempted to touch the water, it's boiling. It's so cute. You can smell the sulfur a little bit, but it's not strong. It's a cute little area. It's not like Yellowstone. It's only like a 5-minute walk, if that. Let's go check it out. So it looks like you can work your way around here on the road and then take the trail back on the other side. And if you need a break, you got the restaurant. I'm sure there's toilets in there. Restaurant and coffee house. Yeah, so we are here. I don't know where we're going. I think it goes over a river sometimes. Not right now. Okay, so the geysers are just on the other side of the bridge over there. We wandered over here and we found a playground.
Go!
Woo! Okay, we looked at the map. I don't think the trails back here actually connect back into where the geysers are at, so We're gonna go back through. Huh?
I think they do.
You think they do? I just looked at the satellite. It doesn't look like the trails go like up in the hills, but they never actually connect back into where the geysers are at.
All the way on the other side.
I don't think so. Maybe. So we're gonna go back through here and back up and around. So as you work your way up the hill past Strokkur, you're gonna pass a couple of these hot pools, and then there's an observation deck way up there. That's where I'm gonna head, show you the view. Can't imagine how impassable this would be if it were raining and muddy. But it's a nice day today. The observation deck doesn't look that high, but it's just quite the trek. I think this is the trail system from the playground. So I think it does connect. Issa was right. We're gonna go up there. So up here at the top, you've got an observation deck with nice views over the valley behind all the geysers, which is pretty. And then of course, there's a view over the whole thing. And I know the sign at the base said 8 to 10 minutes for Strokkur, but since we've been here, it's been going every 3 to 4 minutes. So I think that's just a really conservative estimate. Okay, I'm gonna run down now, get back to the car, and we'll head to some waterfalls. Another 10 to 15 minutes down the road, and we're gonna hit a trail that has 3 waterfalls on it. So, we haven't done any research on this. I don't think it's that long, and I don't think it's that high of a hike, but we're gonna try it anyways. Alright, the main parking lot was full, and so there was a sign that says there's another one up this gravel road.
From that first parking lot, you drive 300 meters down and you take a right. Now we're on a gravel road.
And we go 3 kilometers on this.
We go 3 kilometers on this.
Which is crazy to think we were about to hike that blind.
And
I had no idea how long that was.
Like right there.
Yeah, parking lot here. Easy access to a trail. There we go. It's an easy flat path here. This is kind of cool. The waterfall looks like it just drops down the middle there. Look how blue that water is. So pretty. This is Bruarfoss.
You see how blue that is? Oh my gosh. It is so pretty. I don't know what makes it that color because we've seen other glacial runoffs that are not this color, that are all muddy. But this is so pretty. The color blue.
I really like this one. This is cool. So if you're up for a hike, the trail goes all the way down there and there's 2 other waterfalls. We are not going to do that hike because of how far we just drove. And we have a 5-year-old. I'm not letting go of your hand. Why? Because we're on the edge of a cliff. So that was all we had planned for today, but it was only 2:15, so we decided to come over to Thingvellir National Park. Drove about a half an hour and we're at an observation deck right now. So let's check it out. So Thingvellir has some geological significance. This is one of the only places on Earth where you can see 2 tectonic plates splitting apart from each other. Most places where the plates are splitting are under the ocean, but here in Iceland you get to see it right here. So right here at the observation deck, this is the edge of the Eurasian tectonic plate. And then those mountains over there are on the Atlantic tectonic plate. And this entire space right here is technically not on either plate. Iceland is basically tearing apart at 2 centimeters per year. So it's just getting wider and wider every year. And that added width is coming out right here. So let's drive around to the other side and we'll walk through on the Atlantic side of the plate. It's the west side of the valley. This is the Atlantic tectonic plate right over there. Not gonna lie, we're kind of wandering blind here. Didn't really plan this because we weren't planning on coming here today. So we drove down and saw a waterfall and now we stopped. Short walk, mostly on boardwalks, right in the Atlantic tectonic plate ridge. This is cool. The waterfall is just down that way in a minute or two. We're gonna take this trail back to the parking lot. So, not far. Bathrooms. Pull hard. We saw a cool bridge, so we're gonna go up and cross it.
Jump in.
Yeah.
And then be in for the shock of a lifetime.
Yeah. Oh, this is the river that goes up to the other waterfall we were just at. And this is just super, super cool. Thinking about this on such a grand scale, that this is the edge of a tectonic plate. It's just crazy to me to think about. We're just walking along the edge of it. So apparently the gravel path used to go all the way up, but in 2011 it fell. They realized that this whole thing was kind of on a fault line, so they built the boardwalk on top of it so nothing else would fall through. So this trail led up to the top where the visitor center's at. So if you didn't park where we did, you could have driven all the way around the park and parked right here and started from the top, gone down. We're gonna come out here, check it all out. What do you see?
I love this, the curve and the wood path and the board.
Yeah, it's a pretty boardwalk. And then from up here we can see there's another parking lot down here. This is really pretty.
It is really pretty.
So right here, this edge right here is the edge of the Atlantic plate. All of this area in the middle is no man's land, not on a tectonic plate. And then those mountains are on the Eurasian tectonic plate. So there's a sign here that tells you everything you need to know about Thingvellir. And this is all about Thingvellir, big lake here.
Yeah.
We found the church. I don't know how to get in there yet. Said this church has been here for over 1,000 years. That's cool. So I don't think we can get in, but here's what it looks like. This is the summer residence of the Prime Minister of Iceland. All sorts of cracks in here. Everything is just pulling apart. That's funny. So you can't just jump into Silfra. You've got to actually pay, go with the group, but we're gonna check it out. So this is Silfra. And the way they build this is that this is like the crack in the earth swimming between two continents. Technically, anywhere you swim in here is between the two continents. This little slit here was actually created in an earthquake at the end of the 1700s. So that's as far as I'm going. You can see, that's pretty clear. Oh my gosh, that's cold. So yeah, now that I've learned that like this isn't one side of the tectonic plates and this is the other side, like it's a little less cool. It's still super cool to just be able to swim and snorkel in here in such clear, crystal clear water. But yeah, you are between the two continents, but far between them. Alright, we gotta figure out our way back to the parking lot back there.
Okay, so we are on our way headed out of Thingvellir. Don't know if we're saying that right.
Seriously, there's no way we're saying it right. We made some poor choices, walked a lot more than we needed to. I'll make a blog post and link it down below to show you like the best way through here to see it all with minimal walking.
But I think like if you wanted to spend the time walking and outdoors, like it's really cool to be walking like right next to the edge of, you know, a tectonic plate. That's just cool.
Yeah.
And it's pretty, and it's an easy path, it's not difficult, it's a nice leisurely
yeah,
walk
everything's
around the
mostly
park.
flat, boardwalks, easy. You don't need like hiking boots or anything like that. It's nice.
So one of my worst nightmares as a kid was to have like an earthquake happen and the earth like split and you fall down the middle of the crack. That was my like worst nightmare. One of them, I had a lot of them. But this is essentially that in slow motion.
The earth is
splitting apart.
And we are in the middle of it.
And we're in the middle of it. So because it's happening so slowly, I think it's very cool.
$3 to get in here. Kids 12 and under are free.
Whoa, that's a big free.
So here you can hike down, all the way down to the lake. Or you can hike around the rim of the crater and get views from all around. They already got a little too cold. Temperature-wise, it's not that bad, but the wind just is bone chilling here.